Race number 3, we're talking about the horses. It's Talking Horses. Myself, Justin Byrne, and Mark Monkhouse. We're here at the beautiful track of MEYDAN, overlooking the turf course, because we're in the hotel having a coffee and
you can see the Tabter as well.
Yeah, I can see
see the bend there, can't we?
Yeah, I can't see the screen. We should move down a bit.
It's so big, how can you not see the screen?
Well, because it's covered by that little TV. We're at race number 3. We've tried to confuse you on race 1 and 2. I don't think race number 3 is going to be much more help. It's a strange race for me because I went through this, and when I was doing the tips up for you in the paper, I actually left this and come back to it because I couldn't quite work out. You go through some of the horses. Horse number 1 was rated 106 at one stage, but it's only had 8 runs. It has won 3 of them. But it's still been sold on. It's been got rid of by Godolphin, Asaba Malmaheri, and yet Wayne Smith's not riding it, so they clearly don't rate it as their first choice. You go down to the same owner, same colours, Discovery, form's there, it's got a bit of form, it's done okay, but again, Dane O'Neill's on board, so that the owner doesn't fancy it. Or the stable jockey doesn't fancy it.
You say they don't fancy it, they've got some good jockeys riding.
Well, Pat rides most of my horses, and Dane's a great jockey. But Wayne gets the choice.
He does, yeah.
Normally.
But, he's riding for his boss here. He's riding the boss's son's horse.
Yeah, he shows his boss's son's horse rather than their biggest owner.
Who told me yesterday on the stable tour that this has a very good chance.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because he's gone for that one.
Innocuous, the name of the horse number 4 on the card.
Does that make innocuous the choice? So you tell me, you've done the stable tour there, you've got all the inside track. I've not spoken to Wayne this week.
The reason I picked that is because he looked very well to me, the horse, and although he was behind Discoverer in their race behind Case, Kaiss, if you're looking it up. This was last season, so on this track, course and distance, so he's got a little bit to make up, but they were saying in his work at the moment he's a little bit maybe ahead.
Okay. We mentioned earlier there was a horse last year that won as a 2-year-old, Desert of Dreams, or Desert of Dreams, if you're that way inclined. Yeah.
I'd say it's Desert.
Yeah, I would say Desert.
As we're in the middle of one here.
I prefer Desert, so Deserts of Dreams. It's in the same race. The horse it beat last year in the maiden won last week at Jebel Ali. Its form isn't too bad here. All last year it was a 2-year-old or early 3-year-old racing against older horses.
3-year-old, wasn't it? Yeah.
And he was only just beaten a couple of times. He ran in that race against Soft Falling Rain. He's only beaten 11 lengths. He raced behind Dan Chillingworth, Al Raza. Regular performers here on the track who like the track. It won its maiden.
It bodes well for you for the first race a little bit. Because this was it the first race or second race?
The second.
Second race. Sorry, it was only a little bit while ago.
Yeah, it was about 2 seconds ago. We're recording that.
No, because it won as a 2-year-old. Yeah, like you say. So it does bode well for your other pick there. But again, I like this horse, but the plus for me is Syed Al Mazrui, who takes 3 kilograms off his back, and Syed looked very good in form at Sharjah last week when he rode that horse he won on by a fair distance, and obviously 3 kilograms is very, very good at this time of year. Well, Mark Monaghan won at Jebel Ali on Doug Watson's horse. It means a lot, all that weight you take off at the moment, I reckon.
What worries me, the only thing I can't work out is why Ryson's not on the board. Because he did so well with it last time, and yet he's gone for Vocational, who turf form here again is great. 10 lengths behind Shay Shay, he's rock solid.
What we don't know is sometimes the owner might have a say in who rides each horse.
Possibly.
I wouldn't read much into that, but again, Royston must have a chance. He's riding very, very well on Vocational. It's a very open race.
It's a tough race. I mean, I'd like to say, having gone through the card, I would pick, which means neither of these would win, I would definitely pick one of Ali's, Masaba's, or Satish's horse.
Right.
Because that doesn't leave you much else.
Druba's got 2 in there, isn't he?
Druba's got 2. His horses seem to come on for their first run. He did have a winner last week, but that was a shocking race. And his horse was treading water for the last furlong and still won by 5 lengths. And Rocker, who's 9 now, and I think going backwards. So, I think this is a very open race. I went through it 3-4 times, and I think in the end I stuck a pin in. In the terms of what I would say to anybody if they ask me for my punting opinion, it's not a betting race. So
I quite agree with that.
I went for Desert of Dreams because I remember it winning here as a 2-year-old, so I'll stick with that. I'll go Desert of Dreams.
I'm going to go for number 4, Innocuous, Wayne Smith, riding for his boss. So I'll pick this time. I picked the Masaba horse with the stable jockey on.
Okay, well I'll speak to Wayne and find out whether he likes it, and if he does, I'll give you the thumbs up on that one.
Okay.
So that's race number 3 here at Meydan.